The pressure of keeping his secret is becoming too much for Vinny Dingle in Emmerdale. The beloved character started spinning a web of lies shortly after trying to kiss his friend Kammy Hadiq. Vinny panicked, told his mate that he was only making a move as a joke, and reiterated that he's straight. Vinny's tried his best to ignore the thoughts about his sexuality, but they haven't disappeared. In order to try and find some clarity, Vinny found an DRASTlC forum recently, and then got talking to a man called Mike. The two men met up and spoke about their relationships. It was the first time ever that Vinny had honestly spoken about the fact he might not be straight, but he sadly opened up to the wrong person. Mike, real name Graham, turned out to be a man simply interested in money. He attacked Vinny, stole £10,000 from him and then left his house, leaving Vinny completely broken. The arrival of two police officers a few days later left Vinny in a difficult position once more. The officers explained that Graham was being investigated for extortion, and they were wondering why he had taken so much cash from Vinny. If Vinny told them that he was attacked by Graham after opening up about his sexuality, it would increase the chance of Gabby Thomas finding out. If he denied knowing the man, Graham would go on to find more victims. Vinny kept his involvement quiet. Since then, he's continued to believe that keeping his secret from Gabby is best. On the day of his wedding, Vinny arrived at the police station to make a statement on Graham, leaving Gabby in the middle of the village alone, panicking about whether she'd been ditched at the altar, again. In tonight's episode, everything changed when Gabby found the letter confirming Graham's trial. She confronted Vinny and in that moment, he could have told her everything. But he didn't. He told Gabby the story about how he met Graham, but failed to confirm that it was through an DRASTlC forum. Vinny said that he believed he was creating a friendship with Graham, but all he cared about was his money. The confession put Kammy in the clear, as Gabby has been under the impression that he was the man who attacked her partner. Gabby getting so close to the truth left Vinny in a low place. A while later, Kammy visited and tried to support Vinny ahead of the trial, but he snapped, clearly overwhelmed and consumed by the pressure. Being the loyal mate he is, Kammy respected what Vinny was saying. He could see that Graham's trial was too much for him, and that his friend just wanted a quiet life. Just before the episode ended, Vinny cemented his decision to not attend court by confirming to his solicitor that he's pulling out of the case. While this feels like the right decision for Vinny now, he will come to regret it when he faces Graham again, who's free to do what he wants. Graham confronts Vinny and says he must give him Gabby's money, or else. So, Vinny makes a deal with the devil. If Graham keeps away from Gabby, he'll testify to get the case thrown out, but Vinny is being unusually savvy. He really plans to tell the court the absolute truth. Sadly though, as savvy as he may be on the one hand, on the other he's terrible at lying and Gabby smells something fishy. She gives him a chance to come clean, but he lies more. Gabby is thrown by this, but straight-talking Laurel reminds her she has a huge secret of her own. Vinny heads to the court armed with his plan to take Graham down. Graham is gobsmacked when Vinny starts telling the truth of what happened, but he chokes. Gabby walks in. Vinny is seconds away from telling the room what Graham did to him for questioning his sexuality. Will he finish what he's saying and finish his marriage? Or could they actually survive this? Speaking on how Vinny feels to face Graham in court, Bradley Johnson said, "It's still very fresh for Vinny. What he's been through is a massive ordeal and any sort of confrontation with Graham is horrendous for him and it brings back so many of those horrible feelings of what Graham did to him. He's scared, he's anxious that at any minute it could ruin the wedding and he'll tell Gabby everything, and everything will be called off. His life could be over by some horrible person who's using Vinny and blackmailing him.